in the club. I've already been
Oh,
made
they've
aware.
got some. Yeah, they've got some big bands.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, that's what I've been told at this point. I'm
I
gonna
can't remember
exit
what the bands are.
anything that could possibly fudge with my drivers for graphics during this entire thing. Because I am not so sure on how how she'll be.
Yeah, Ministries in the club. That's one. That'll get you Lacuna Coil.
Oh, Lacuna Coil? No shit. I haven't heard Lacuna Coil in fucking ages.
Yeah, those two bands are in the club, so get you for sure.
Also, yeah, Ministry is the most. Ministry is like the most industrial goth thing. I love it. That's perfect. Okay, let me make sure I actually
Escape's got good music.
sent out that I did it. Yeah, a lot of older Ministry stuff is legit super good. This is an enjoyable game that has the stability of a house made of twigs and old gum. I'm using the most recent fan patch, which is fucking bonkers, by the way, because it was, I want to say, October was the release. Which, like, what
This
the
game was made
fuck?
like 6 months before Half-Life 2, and they're still patching it.
It's the first game, I believe, that was released on the Half-Life 2 engine, right? Like on the beta build, basically.
Yes, it is the oldest source. They were building it under like a pre-finished version of the engine with the expectation that by the time they were done, they'd have the full thing available, and then they'd tune it up and make it work right. And then the company died. So, whoop, here we go.
Yeah, just the fact that this released in what? It would be XP years?
Yeah,
Something like that? Like during the XP era? And people
it
are
was
still.
definitely XP.
It was what?
It was definitely on XP. Yeah,
Yeah, and people are still.
Vista would have been coming out at some point, and you wouldn't have wanted Vista on release.
Oh god, yeah. No, I had Vista on release. That was fun. That was good. Yeah, I managed to get it to launch and get through one of the major stop gaps, apparently, if the game is normally going to crash. And
Well, I really like the first half of the game a lot. The second half is pretty good, but it's nowhere near as strong. I feel like the first half is really good, so I want to be around for that. That shit kicks ass.
yeah, I probably won't side stream just because I don't need anything else making any kind of additional strain or chances of something interacting in a broken way.
That's okay. There's a lot of talking. I don't want to talk over any of these guys.
Okay. I
But
will turn up the game a little bit. I think I already have
we can talk
subtitles
about
on.
the skills. What?
As I said, I think I already have subtitles on, so I think we're good there.
Should be a thing, yeah.
Yeah. I have also heard. I've already decided I'm probably gonna be the Bruja, so that'll be probably standard. I'm gonna grab a drink and then we'll get started. All right. Well, 12 hours, baby. Fire it up. Let me know once you can see it successfully. I think it's good. I actually don't care what you vote
I see the
for
blood.
starting class. I already decided, so sorry.
There are, in fact, no votes.
This is not a vote or a debate. This is I have made a choice in advance.
Yeah. Malkavians really would make the game really bad to play, honestly. It would not be fun. I don't think it would be fun to play it first.
Is Malkavian
Look at this
crazy
neophyte who
guys?
thinks we're some kind of democracy.
Or what is Malk?
Malkavians are crazy, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the crazy mind readers. Also, yeah,
It's really
Darren, I made you a mod already for this, since I know you are on the level and also know the hell out of this game, so you'll be pretty good about modding and all that stuff. So I know you're good to go on that, and I know my mods could use a backup mod. All right, yeah, let's start it up. Did it already lose capture? Okay, there it goes. Whenever it loads or changes screens, it might take a second to capture. So I should just go to character sheet immediately, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can pick your race and your skills that you start with.
It appears to have kept the name I put in last time.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, Brumpotungus. So this is just showing, like, the humanity is showing, like, how... What? I don't
It's a
know.
sanity bar,
Oh,
essentially. There's a certain amount of rudeness you can get away with before you like give in to the animal nature of the vampire and go mad.
It's not a good thing to have low, because a low humane vampire tends to go nuts on you, like you lose control and just go crazy. And that means you're probably going to violate the masquerade, and that's really bad. You don't want that.
That's what all those sad faces are for. You got a certain number of strikes before you have done too much crime, and you just get game over.
Every single vampire jumps on you at once to kill you. Yeah. Okay.
Although
so-
humanity is reasonably easy to recover, so it's not too big a deal.
So the way
Every
this
so often you
works,
take a break.
every dot takes a certain amount of XP, and the further down the line you go, the more it takes. So the most efficient way to do this would be to put most of them in the same one. Technically speaking, to save numbers, but it doesn't really matter. Strength, dex, and stamina are... You have 2 for one of those. You got nothing for social, because Bruhal apparently don't believe in that right away. And mental, you got 1 for either.
Yep,
perception
and
or
so
experience.
yeah, because you're mousing over and probably seeing there, all the things on the right there are various like functions that
Yeah,
are the sum
talents.
of 2 of those other ratings.
Yeah, lockpicking, sneaking, bashing. Just can take hits. And then
Yeah.
unarmed and melee. Actually, I don't really want to do that one. I'm thinking gun. I'm thinking we build for gun.
In which case that uses like perception and gun,
Yeah, whatever levels up guns.
Firearms.
Something does.
and where yeah, like all the attributes up top feed into multiple things, and then each of the skills in the middle there are more specific.
Wits, I think, is guns, but I think intelligence is specifically for being able to read books, and that lets you level up skills too. So that's not a... I don't think it's on the right, but that's what intelligence does.
And then down on the bottom row there, you have 3 flavors of vampire powers you have access to from your clan.
Yeah, those are
Leveling those up give you more abilities and bigger numbers and so forth.
Those are your superpowers, yeah.
Yep, celerity, your go fast skill, potence, your be tough skill, and presence, which is like you have super charisma. You just have presence, zest, moxie.
Zest, got it.
Walk into a room, people are like, "Wow, that's a Tungus."
Yeah, I have put ultra sass into Brumpotungus. That's easy choice. Dodge intimidation. Subterfuge.
There's like 3 different types of ways to talk to people to try and convince them to do what you want. One of them is to scare them. One of them is to just be convincing, and the other one is to charm them. You don't really need all 3.
Intimidate.
Generally.
Got it. It's gonna intimidate the shit out of people.
If you have some kind of mind control power, you can just use that sometimes. I don't think Bruhal do though. So
No, we just have presence. There is some mesmerize, but apparently it's just based on fear, I guess. Knowledge is computer, finance, investigation, or scholarship.
Uh, I don't. I don't think that hacking is very important. It
No,
helps some,
I
but
was
it's not
thinking
really.
investigation or scholarship, like research and
S-
persuasion or inspection.
So what inspection does, I'm pretty sure that it just makes things light up when they're on the floor from further
Yeah, it
light. Like it
makes
makes them easier.
interactable things more obvious.
Yeah,
Hmm, that does sound nice.
it is. It's certainly handy because you don't have to tool around like in the swamp looking for shit. It's just glowing. You can't miss it if it's actually glowing. There's no way you won't see it.
Okay, that's fair. So security is needed for lockpicking. Stealth is crucial for that.
Your luck picking is 3 out of 10.
And my
You
sneaking
level this
is
stuff up as you go, obviously, but
okay. In that case, I'll just start with security and stealth and have 4 to lockpicking and 4 to sneaking, which seems good. Yeah.
yeah. What's presence? I don't remember what that one is.
That was the intimidate field.
Oh, scare him.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I already saw this because that was part of my test. Seeing the fuck. Yeah, I'm absolutely starting as Bruja. For people who are wondering, there's like a lot of different races, and there's some that are pretty close to each other. Bruja are just kind of the most, I'd say, closest to standard play. It seems like.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that
This is bullshit!
if Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.